Once upon a time, there was a man named Abraham who loved God and lived in a beautiful land called Canaan. Abraham was very faithful and always tried to do what was right. He had a big heart and was known for being kind to everyone he met. One hot day, Abraham was sitting outside his tent, resting in the shade. He looked up and saw three strangers approaching. Instead of ignoring them, Abraham quickly ran to greet them. "Welcome. Please come and rest under the tree. I will get you some food," he said with a big smile. The strangers accepted his kind invitation and sat down. Abraham hurried to prepare a meal for them. He asked his wife, Sarah, to help him bake some bread, and he brought out a tender calf for them to eat. Soon, a delicious feast was ready, and they all enjoyed the meal together. As they were eating, one of the strangers spoke to Abraham and said, "I will return to you next year, and when I do, your wife Sarah will have a son." Abraham was filled with joy. He had always wanted a child, but he and Sarah were quite old, and they had given up hope of having a baby. Sarah, who was listening from inside the tent, heard the stranger's words and laughed softly to herself. "How can I have a child at my age?" she thought. But the stranger heard her laugh and asked, "Why did Sarah laugh? Is anything too hard for the Lord?" Sarah was surprised and afraid. She came out and said, "I didn't laugh." But the stranger smiled and replied, "Oh, but you did." After finishing their meal, the three strangers rose to leave. Abraham walked with them a little way, and as they walked, the strangers revealed that they were sent by God. They were going to visit the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah to see if the people there were as wicked as he had heard. Abraham, caring for his nephew Lot, who lived in Sodom, asked, "Will you spare the city if there are righteous people there?" The strangers listened to Abraham's plea and agreed that if they found even a few good people, they would not destroy the city. After their conversation, the strangers went on their way, and Abraham returned home, feeling grateful for the visit. He knew that God was watching over him and his family. Not long after, as the stranger had promised, Sarah became pregnant, and she and Abraham were filled with joy when their baby boy was born. They named him Isaac, which means laughter, because they were so happy and amazed by God's wonderful gift. From that day on, Abraham remembered the kindness he showed to the strangers and how they brought such an incredible blessing into his life. He learned that God often sends blessings in unexpected ways, and that being kind and hospitable can lead to wonderful surprises.